Hello everyone, this is Max again, and today is day 10 for me with braces, and so far things are going good. And I wanted to talk to you about how I want to tell you a story how I lost one of my front teeth and why it is extremely important to have good dental culture from a very young age. I have talked about it in one of my previous videos that I am missing 4 teeth, and one of them is actually in the front. But for those of you who don't know, if you look at my teeth, you won't be able to see where it's missing because I lost it when I was about 12 years old, so it's like 20 years ago. And over the time, teeth next to it basically grew close to each other to where there's no gap anymore. So long story short, what happened? I was about 12 years old, like I said. I was at home, and it was my sister and I. We were both at home. I was sitting on a couch, and I was drinking one of those Coca-Colas from a glass bottle. I mean, you can still see those for sale in store, but back then it was kind of a common bottle for that product. Anyways, as I was sitting drinking it, I had it. You know how kids can be eating and drinking stuff. We can use all kind of different positions, and it's just, as an adult, you would never be able to sit like this. But long story short, I was sitting on a couch having one of my knees close to my face, and I was kind of resting the bottle on my knee to where the bottom part of the bottle is on the knee, but the top one is close to my mouth. I forgot exactly what happened, but somehow my sister ended up pushing me to where I kicked the bottle with my knee, and the bottle is basically hitting me in the mouth, chipping part of my tooth off, and it kind of chipped it close to where it's meeting the adjacent tooth. So after that, the logical thing would have been go to a dentist, get it repaired by putting a fill in, whatever needs to be done. But no, not for me. At that point, I was terrified of dentists. I mean, for fucking real. I would have probably easier let you cut my arm off before drilling into my teeth. That's how terrified of dentists I was. And honestly, part of it is my parents' fault, because like I've mentioned before, they never had good dental culture, and they never enforced it. Because trust me, if something like this would have happened to my kids right now, oh, you know what, little shits, I don't care how much you're afraid of dentists, we're going to one and we're going to get it fixed. I wish my parents would have done the same thing, but unfortunately they didn't, and I just basically let it go. So as the tooth was chipped, it started growing a cavity, and it got to the point there, maybe a year or two after that, it basically destroyed the tooth. And the dentist had no other choice but to remove it. They may have had another choice, but basically we made a decision at that point to remove the tooth. And again, at that point I didn't really care because I didn't understand the importance of it. I probably was still too little to understand that those teeth are for the rest of my life. And as we removed it, there was a huge gap. Again, can you imagine a person smiling with missing a front tooth? That was kind of my childhood from about 13 and 14 or something like this. So not the prettiest pictures you can imagine. And as I'm looking back at this right now, I so wish things would have gone differently and my parents would have enforced me to go to a dentist. Never happened. So this is basically very short how I lost the tooth. It is important, like I said, I mean, if you are a parent or if you are a minor right now who is afraid of going to dentist, think of it this way. Don't make the same mistake I made, because those teeth, they will never grow back up again. And honestly, the way I'm looking at this right now, I should have just toughed it up and went to a dentist, spent 30 minutes, 20 minutes, an hour, whatever it takes, and kind of went through this drilling process, whatever needs to be done, but I would have had that front teeth right now. I am regretting not doing this, and please do not make the same mistake. If you have kids, please teach them the importance of having proper dental culture. I mean, brushing their teeth regularly, at least 2 times a day, flossing their teeth, that's the big thing. And extremely important to do a preventive maintenance, so at least once every 6 months, you and your kids would need to visit a dentist for a couple of reasons. One, they would do the normal cleaning, and 2, normally cavities do not appear within that period of time. So if there's anything that could be potentially avoided, that would be a good time for your dentist to notice this and help prevent the problem before it really becomes a problem. If you guys have any similar stories, would would love to hear them. So please let me know in the comments, and if there's anything else you want to tell me about, I'm definitely interested in hearing about this. For now, like I said, I'll keep you updated how my braces are going, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye, everyone.